Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're ready for a brand new video. This one is going to be a good one, so I recommend get some snacks, get a coffee, get comfy because this is going to be good. Now for today's video, we are doing a survival guide for worlds. Worlds right here. Now this is going to be a bunch of tips, advice, anything you can think of related to dance and cheer worlds. This will be helpful if your dream is to go to worlds, if you've been to worlds and you want to reminisce on the good times, or even if you have a best friend that does cheer and dance worlds and you're like, bro, why are you always going overseas? Like, little disclaimer, I have been to worlds 4 times. I was going to go for my 5th time this year, so I've gathered all this knowledge from my previous experiences and I put it into one big video for all of you guys to know. I have all my information in this book so I don't forget anything at all, and I've got about 20 tips and advice that you need to be ready for. Let's go. Number 1 may seem a little harsh, but you gotta get to the point. Be at a club that can win a bid. So if your dream is to go to worlds, there's no point being at a club that never wins, you know? I'm not saying go to another gym because they have thousands of athletes, they always win, but I'm just saying you want to be somewhere that has a good reputation, has solid routines and can win the bid to be able to go overseas and compete. 2, you have to consistently win in Australia. If you're wanting to go to worlds and make finals, make day 2 or like place in the top 3 or whatever, you need to be able to win in your own country before you verse everyone else in the world. That's the hard truth, but you need to deserve to go there. 3, save up your money. It is so expensive, alright? Not just the flights, not just the hotel, not the comp entries. You have so much more on top of that. You've got the music, the costumes, if you're getting POMs, you've got your training sessions, your insurance, you need to pay for training sessions, you need to pay for transport. Taxis and Ubers add up so much over there. So don't just think once you book your flights and you got your resort that you have the rest of your money for shopping. No, doesn't work like that. Have that money saved away. 4, be ready for no school holidays. So if you're still at school, your December, January holidays, gone. Easter holidays, gone. Weekends, gone. Trust me. You're gonna lose all your holidays because all you're gonna be doing is training. So get that through your head. No camping, no holidays, no going out. You are gonna need to dedicate your life and soul to training. But along with this is 5, take care of your mental and physical health. You're going to be training ridiculous hours a week, so you really need to take care of your body. Go to those physio sessions, go get a massage, just refresh your body, loosen it up so then you're not in risk of injuring yourself. And then mentally, trust me, it's going to be hard. Back in like 2018, I think, I struggled so much. I was flat out with worlds training, I had my normal dance classes, I was working a casual job, I was in year 11 but also doing year 12 subject. At this point I think I was still in Radar Technique, the extension dance group. It was just crazy. I had no time to myself and mentally I was just struggling. It was really hard. So I suggest make time for yourself because training is going to take up your whole life. 6, practice like it's the real thing. I know sometimes I can be guilty of this myself and kind of slack off a bit in class if I'm feeling really exhausted, but please train like you're actually competing. First of all, if you're doing skills 20,000 times, it's gonna become so easy. So if you're worried about that full twist, do it in training every single time. So when you get to worlds, you don't overthink it. And then as well, give your routine 110% because your stamina will build up to that routine and it's just gonna get easier. And then if you do that, when you're at worlds, you can focus on enjoying the moment. You won't be stressed out. You can focus on your facials, how you're gonna express the routine. Like, it's just gonna be so much easier for you. Now, my last bit of advice for the preparation stage is to be at your peak and be mentally there. Personally, I reckon my peak was like 2017, 2018. I know my mum likes to say I'm still at my peak, but I'm old and fragile now and I'm a bit broken. But back then, I went to Worlds 2 years in a row and it just worked. I was dedicated, I was physically at my best in my dance in my dance life, and I was just so determined to compete at Worlds. I know in 2010 when I did cheer, I was 8 years old. I was not all there. Still not all there. And look, I probably didn't deserve to go, but I was there. I don't really remember much of it. And it sounds so bad, but please, if you're gonna go to Worlds, you need to have everything going for you. It's a massive achievement and you want to be your best because sometimes you won't get that experience again. It is pretty much a once in a lifetime opportunity. But some people are really fortunate to go hundreds of times. But especially if you're Australian and you're wanting to compete at Worlds, it's hard. It is hard to get a bid, it is hard to have the money to go, and it is hard to do really well against all the incredible countries. But enough said, let's get into the more fun stuff. Tip number 8, if you are going to Worlds and you are traveling on that plane all the way across the other side of the world, please pack your costumes in your carry-on. It is so important. You don't know if your suitcase is gonna get lost, so if it does, you need your costumes. Number 9, as soon as you get to Worlds and you're in the Disney resort, go get the merch. Now obviously your coach has to be a part of this decision as well. You can't just go wandering off and getting it because that's unfair. Doesn't work like that. But make sure your coach knows, go get the merch early. If you are arriving to the resort a couple days later than what most of the other teams have, all the sizes are going to be run out, so as soon as you get there, you want to get everything you can. So make sure you save up heaps of money for the merchandise because you're going to wear it non-stop. It is going to be a little memorable piece from your trip and it's just going to mean a lot to you. Tip number 10, you need to be responsible. Now what I mean by this is you're going to have your room key, you're going to have your Disney pass, and your participant lanyard. You cannot lose these. I'm going to see if I can grab my old ones for you so you know what I'm talking about. So if you didn't believe that I've been to Worlds 4 times, now you can. 2010, 2012, 2017, and 2018. My favorite because it's pink. So when you get to Worlds, you're going to get these lanyards, and inside you also get these little Disney passes that allow you to go to the other, like, what are they called? Like worlds? There's like Animal Kingdom, the Magical Kingdom, I don't know the names, but there's heaps of different little Disney lands that you can go to, and you will need your Disney passes to go to those. But then of course to get into the competition, you need to have your lanyard. And then the most important thing is your room key. Now this is so cool, let me show you. It has your name on the back and it also has a little Disney face on the front, and that is censored as your door key. And this literally just stays on your wrist the whole time. So when I say you have to be responsible, you cannot lose those 3 things because trust me, it's gonna be such an effort to get a replacement. Now, number 11 is my favorite, and I think everyone should be aware of it before they go to Worlds and experience it. But the atmosphere is crazy. At the Disneyland Resort, there's little sections where you stay, and this is like where the athletes will be the whole time. But basically the hotel you really want to be in is the one with the rugby field because everyone is training there and it's just crazy. But you also are gonna wish that you're lucky that you're on the correct side. I remember 2017 we were on the opposite side of the rugby field, so we had like the garden and everything, and in 2018 we were the rooms that had the view of the rugby field, and it was so much fun. So just be ready if you're gonna stay at the Disneyland Resort with all the cheerleaders, all the dancers. It's gonna be loud and it's gonna be crazy, but it is awesome and there's nothing like it. Now by saying this, I think I'm up to number 12, but don't be put off by the competition. You're gonna be around some incredible cheerleaders and dancers. You'll be with Top Gun, Cheer Athletics, California All-Stars, you name it. So don't be put off by how amazing the others look. Chances are you probably won't even be versing them. There are so many different categories that you probably won't be versing the teams you see. Now, 13, kind of an unlucky number for a bit of a sour piece of advice. I'm telling you, do not have any beef, yes I said beef, with anyone in your team. And this includes your parents as well. If they're traveling with you and staying at the same resort, possibly even the same room, tell them where they stand. I know parents can get caught up in the whole situation, but you don't want your mum causing an argument with another mum and just ruining the experience for everyone. But this is also relevant to yourself. Do not cause trouble with anyone in your team because you are going to destroy the experience and it's just gonna crumble. So if you need to, be acquaintances, but if you can, be best friends because it will be amazing. 14, something you should be aware of is that the rooms are yay big. They are tiny. you're expected to fit 4 regular-sized humans in this tiny little box room. They are so small. So let's hope and pray if your rooms get allocated by your coach, or if you're choosing your friends, make sure they're tidy. I remember 2018, I was with 2 of my best friends, so we were lucky there was only 3 in a room of 4, but still our suitcases were bombs. The whole floor was covered and you could not walk anywhere. Number 15, get ready for a Disney diet. If you are staying at that resort, there's barely any food besides what Disney give you. If that's the case, you are going to be living off Disney waffles, pizza, chicken strips, hot dogs, or you can get a really expensive $10 salad. So all I'm saying is that if you have to stay at the resort for at least 4 days, you need to be ready to get sick of the food. You're having breakfast, lunch and dinner with the same menu the whole time, and there is barely any chance to get regular food. Especially if you're Australian, going to America, you're going to find a bit of difference with the food anyway, and the fact that you're going to be stuck with Disney food, fast food, fatty, saturated food, you're going to get sick of it. So if you can, get the pasta the night before the comp, get that fruit salad. They do really good smoothies as well. I would get a mango smoothie with vanilla protein. That was good. That was bomb. So just try and be healthy while you're there. Don't pig out and get fat right before the comp. Advice number 16, focus on the bid. You fought for that. You fought over so many other teams and you won. You got it. Now it's your chance to go to Worlds. So don't blow it by focusing on the fun stuff. Worlds is fun. Focus on that first. Then you can do everything else after it. This includes swimming. Every year that I've gone to Worlds, we have been advised, don't go swimming until after the competition. This is because, as you know, the water can get in your ears, you can get off balance, you can get a cold. Those swimming pools are filled with chlorine because of how many people go in them. So just don't go in there before Worlds, please. Also, if you're at the pool and you're tanning, get ready for a whack tan. And your costume is gonna look so bad with it, trust me. If your back is red and you have one big bather strap and your costume is gorgeous, backless, or nice and strappy, it's gonna look disgusting with your burn. So don't do it. And if you think you can get away with it, fake tan won't cover it. Don't do it. Also, some other things that you need to clear your mind off are the theme parks and all the celebrities that are there. Just keep your mind on Worlds. I'm telling you, it's so easy to get caught up with it all, but just think, treat yourself after Worlds with all the super fun, thrilling activities. Tip number 17 is to know how to calm your nerves. I know for myself, before I compete, I'm like, all right, Keely, you can do this. Like, this is States, it's not as big as Worlds. When you're at Worlds, there's nothing bigger. It is basically the Olympics for all-star cheerleaders and dancers. So it doesn't get much harder than that. And by saying this, you need to know what works for you. Breathing techniques, anxiety relief. Sometimes I have Rescue Remedy, I reckon that helps, but it's probably just my mind tricking me. Do everything in your power to get rid of all that anxiety and nerves, because that will muck up your performance. Just learn how to cope. Tip number 18, don't be cocky, but you need to have some confidence. You are going to look like an idiot if you are prancing around the place thinking you own it and that you are amazing. No honey, Top Gun is there, they are amazing. Same as dancers, if you think you're incredible, honey, sit back down. Everyone there is so talented, but also don't be intimidated. If you don't have confidence, fake it. I find that helps for me. If I'm not feeling confident at all and I'm so shy and timid, I'm like, Keely, come on, step it up. Pretend you're confident. And then I find it works. Alrighty, and tip number 19 I find is so important. You need to have reasonable goals. You can't just go to Worlds and think, I'm gonna get second place out of all those other teams, because no, that is extremely hard. And if you can get second place, good on you. I'm so proud of you, because that takes a lot of effort and a lot of determination. So seriously, readjust and reevaluate your standards. So just have a reasonable goal that can be achievable. And now lucky last is tip 20 that has 3 little things that I wish I knew before I went to Worlds the first time. The first one is trading. There are so many countries at Worlds and everyone's going to be trading something that reflects their nationality or whatever. So sometimes we get cookies, we get badges, t-shirts, you name it. People trade whatever. I think it was either 2017 or 2018, we met this incredible dance team and they traded us some of their t-shirts, and it is my favorite thing ever. Oh yeah, 2017 Worlds. They're called Dancer's Edge, and oh, I love this t-shirt so much. I wear this so much, and I know heaps of girls in my team got the same t-shirt as well, and we all love it to death. So if you can trade t-shirts and you have permission from your club to trade one of your shirts over, do it, because you will wear it so much. The second thing I wish I knew was the badges. So the last few times I went, I got really involved with it. Let me show you. So on these badges, you can buy them from the gift shop and you get little Disney ones, or you can get Worlds badges like I have on here just from the merchandise stand. But all the Disney badges that have a little Mickey head on them are tradable. So you can trade this with anyone else that's staying at the resort. You can even trade it with the staff members. They're walking around with a big vest and they have badges on their shirt, and you can just trade and get really rare ones or really pretty ones that you like. And the lucky last thing I wish I knew, and that I only implemented last time I went, 2018, was to bring stuff to decorate your hotel window. Now this is more effective if you have a really good room and it's opposite the rugby field, as I was saying, or just in a main area where everyone will see it. But it's a really good way to promote your club, or even like your social media and stuff. I'll insert a little photo of what me and my friends did last time we stayed in a room together. But yeah, just get creative. Bring along some signs in your suitcase if you can remember, but don't focus on it too much. But yeah, it's something that I wish I knew so I could be more a part of everything. And yeah, that concludes my video. If you guys really enjoyed this video, like it, please, 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 please give me a thumbs up. And also don't be afraid to comment some video suggestions, or if you want a part 2 that's really similar to this video, I will brainstorm some ideas and I will do it for you. But that is all from me. Please subscribe to my channel, it means so much to me. I'm not just saying that. Every time I see a new subscriber, I get so excited. I really need to think of like a name for my subscribers, you know? Like I know Alicia Marie, she says her Mac babies. I should call you guys like my broom dogs. That's not even cute, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna be quiet and end this video. I hope you all enjoyed and I love you.